Hi folks, and welcome to this week's F3 guide at Gilles Villeneuve, aka Montreal Circuit in Canada. And it has the Wall of Champions. You can see just above my head, that is a very nasty last corner. If you hit it, you're a champion. Even if you haven't won a championship yet, you will do at some point, because there's been a lot of people that hit this basically, and they seem to be world champions. Hence the name Wall of Champions. Anyway, that's enough mumbo jumbo from me. There is a rules tab. Read it, tell you where the off tracks are. Very, very useful. Info tab for you. Track usage 44% is what I always use. High usage, higher usage, more grip. Lower usage, less grip. Track temp, toasty 170 Fahrenheit degrees will be above my head. And we should be on the same, give or take, maybe an hour, same day and running hour as what the race should be. And you can see we're using the identical iRacing Montreal setup. The lap I'm actually going to show you is behind my head, so let's do that. It was maybe had some mistakes here, maybe not, some walls, damage, car. You'll see in the outtakes, but I'm going to show you lap 24. It's a 131.590, and I did a 131.7, 131.7, 131.5, 131.7. So quite early on in the race, the tyres do take a while to warm up. You get a hell of a lot of understeer, and then when they do grip up, they are quite nice. And then they seem to get, I think they get overheated, because towards the end of the race, you're losing the rear end a little more. So just bear that in mind. Look after your tyres, and you should be good for the race and session. Right, get my camera back. Above my head, you should see two screens. One will be my Discord, where the O lap, B lap, telemetry, and replay file. So you can see how I've done this lap and everything to go on with it. Also on there is little Google Docs that show you track guide in season order of what I've done previously and what I plan to do throughout the season. Very, very useful. The other screen is how I get into these sessions. So these are pre-recorded to make them as accurate as I can. I use the iRacing UI. It's got a nice little schedule on there, so you can go test session or a hosted session, and you can practice before the weeks actually go live. Very, very useful. Otherwise, nothing waffling. Let's crack on with it. Right then, Montreal, Canada. Good little circuit this, although it is easy to make a mistake. So turn one, just at the grass verge there, we're braking in a nice straight line. Third gear down into second as you turn in. Don't clip that apex too much because it is very bumpy, but as soon as you get to this point, brake, first gear, hug this curb like it's, you know, your favorite nan, and get a good exit here. Full throttle, but be careful of the wheel spin. Very easy to face the wrong way. Coming down to the first of the awkward chicanes, so just before the one board we're braking, we should be in fourth or fifth, but change it down to third anyway. Don't cut that corner too much, but probably take a little bit more apex than I do there, and be careful of that one. It's very bumpy once you come off there, and that wall becomes very, very close very, very quickly, so be warned. Come around here, absolutely flat out. Be careful on the cold tires, particularly at this point. So end of the white wall there, brake in a nice straight line again, second gear. Now compromise this left hand up, because you want a straight exit to get on full throttle as easy as you can. This tarmac around here is like ice, so bear that in mind. Don't touch that inside curb there on the right hand side. You will spin, but be careful of the wall on the left hand side, because that's very bad for the car as well. First of the decent long straights, so getting that there really, really important to get a good slingshot down to this one. So at the bridge or the two board, brake as you're underneath the bridge, nice and easy through here. Second gear, miss the white curb on the inside and miss the second one, because you will find out on the outtakes why you missed the second one. Be careful of that wall there as well, because that's nasty. You can see a trend around here with walls, can't you? Exits are going to be so important out of these chicanes, because they will help you down here. So just after the two board as it runs past the car, brake, nice straight line, nice heavy on the brakes. Do not lock a tyre. It will be bad for your lap time and obviously your position in the race. Get the car rotated as best you can, and then easily on the throttle application. We don't want wheel spin out of here. It will cost you an acre of time, because this straight is huge. By far the most important corner to get the decent exit out of is that hairpin down there. So make sure you nail it to get a good slingshot down here. Slipstream will be a thing here, so bear that in mind. Two board. Just before it, we're braking in a nice heavily straight line again. Don't lock a tyre. And yeah, I don't take a lot of curbs here, because I want to finish the lap. You'll see in the outtakes, if you take too much curb, what happens? So yes, lap done and dusted. Lap of survival here. Avoid the walls, avoid the massive white curbs, and you'll be absolutely golden. But that is us across the line in a 131.590. Probably could have gone a little bit quicker, taken a little bit more dangerous and a little bit more cutting corners, things like that. But I would rather show you a lap where I survived and took some, not took as many risks as what I would normally do. Like I say, game of survival, avoid the walls, avoid the white curbs. They are very, very dangerous and will bottom out the car. And be careful on power coming out of some of these chicanes, and particularly the hairpin down at the bottom of the track. Getting a good exit out there is far more important than ruining the lockup on the brakes going into it. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Fingers crossed this has helped you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do that lovely YouTube stuff. Otherwise, catch you on the next one.
To go, 5 minutes.